Adam Small here from My Music Masterclass, and today we have another review for you, and this one is from a company called Cloud Vocal. Now, the product we're going to be reviewing today is actually not for vocals, it's for guitar, and it's their G10 wireless guitar system. Before we get further into this review, let's do the disclaimer because we always do disclaimers on this channel. Cloud Vocal did send us this G10 in exchange for this video review, but they didn't tell us to say anything specific or coach us in any way, and we're always unbiased on this channel, and this review will be unbiased too, so let's get going. So this wireless system is for acoustic guitars, fitting in the sound hole, and I'll show you in a minute. But there's no tools necessary. You don't have to drill into your guitar or ruin anything. The G10 uses a 2.4 gigahertz frequency in order to transmit the audio. It pairs easily. It has a one-click pairing method. It has a frequency response from 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz in normal mode and 20 hertz to 16 kilohertz in range boost mode, which I'll explain right now. So the rated range in normal range mode on this device is 15 meters. But if you click the range boost switch, it goes between 15 and 30 meters, so it gives you more range if you need more range. Now, the pickup itself, which is very small, and I'll show you how this fits in the guitar, is rechargeable. And apparently it will last 5 to 7 hours on a full charge. It's rechargeable via this USB port right here, and there's also a volume on this unit. There's 3 different volume levels, low, medium, and high. So you can adjust the output of the pickup at the source. You can also adjust it on the receiver, which I'll show you in a bit. The way this works is that you take this pickup and you put it into one of these silicone holders, and that will go into the hole of your guitar. I'll show you in a minute. These are 2 options, right? They're 2 different sizes. And if you'd rather cover the entire hole for feedback reasons or for whatever reason, there's 2 options of these that cover the full hole. All you do is you put this in here, right? So the pickup goes in this cover, and there's a little hole for the antenna so you know which way you're going. You go like this, and the microphone sticks out the side, and all you have to do is pop it in the guitar and you're good to go. Now, it's important to note you don't even have to loosen your strings to do this. Watch. You can kind of just pop it in. It's in. I mean, all I got to do is adjust this mic. And now we're good to go. All right, so let's call the microphone the transmitter. Now the receiver is on the ground here, and I put it in front of me so you can see it with my overhead cam. On the top, you'll see that it has an EQ of bass and treble, a gain, some different effects which we'll go through, a blend for those, a master volume, and some effect parameters that we'll also go into. Now on the left side of this pedal, on my left, we have the range boost switch and the DI or line out. Right now I have that line out connected directly into my computer, into my software, and I'm going to record that output for you so that you can hear what this thing sounds like. Then you have an antenna on the very top of this thing and a sync in and a sync out. On the other side, that's where you connect your 9-volt power cord. You also have a line mic in and a gain knob. Lastly, on the bottom, you have jacks for both aux in and mute. There are plenty of little accessories that come with this. You have adapters, you have some other things going on here, and this is it. There are a few things I want to test in this review, and one of them is range. So why don't we just do that first? I did a range test on my lawn, and we're going to see if it breaks up with this range test or if it does what it's supposed to. All right, now let's test the latency on this. So I'm running a 1/4-inch cable right out of my Taylor's pickup system. And I also have the G10 pickup in here, which will go to their receiver. I have a direct out from there going into my sound card. So we're gonna see if there's some latency. I'm sure there'll be a tiny bit, but let's see how much latency There is. Also, because I'm able to do this A/B comparison, I am going to keep my Taylor's EQ completely flat as well on the pickup system in here. So you'll be able to hear the difference between the Taylor's internal pickup system and the G10's wireless pickup system sonically as well. Now you can see that I have my in-ear monitors in, and what I'm going to do is mess with this receiver a little bit, show you the extremes of the EQ first. Yeah, let's do that, and then we'll get to the effects. Let's start with flat. This is what everything sounds like flat. Now I'm going to turn the bass all the way up. All right, now I'm going to turn the treble all the way up with the bass, so everything cranked. Okay, we're flat again, right? Let's move on to the effects. So this first effect is a room reverb, and the effects parameters button, which is down here. This little knob right here is the effects parameters knob, and that has a different function for each effect. For this room reverb, it controls decay. So I have everything cranked right now. And the blend, as you can see right here, that is for the wet and dry amount of the signal. So right now it's 100% wet, 100% decay time. Let's hear how extreme it is. Cool, let's turn that down a little bit. Still stay with the room reverb, but make it a more of a typical setting and less wet. The next effect slot, number 2, is a hall reverb. So the effects parameter knob is still going to be decay on this one. It should just be a slightly different reverb. Let's try it. So I'm keeping the settings I just had for the room reverb so you can hear the difference. Let's turn it all the way up and see how intense we can get this thing. This one's called Arena Reverb. Right now it's completely maxed out because I just had it maxed out for the last one. Next up is a delay. So the effects parameter knob on this one is for repeat time, and I'll show you what that means. This is the shortest delay you can have. Here's it in the middle. And here's it at the top. All right, so that's as long as it gets. Now the blend is just how much of it you want in the mix, right? Next up, delay and reverb. The effects parameter knob on this setting does the reverb intensity and delay time together. So let's see what that sounds like if I just hit my high E string again. Here it is all the way down. Here's it in the middle. All the way up. All right, so let's see what this sounds like in the middle again. This next effect is called Shimmer, and apparently if we have it at 6 or above, which I just did, I put the effect parameter on 6 or above, there should be an octave above and reverb following the note. So let's hear how that sounds. Actually, I'm going to turn the mix all the way up too so you can hear it, the wet. All right, let's go to the next one, which is chorus. The effects parameter knob in this one is the chorus rate. So let's check that out. Let's move on to the final effect, which is a flanger. Now the effect parameter knob on this one is clearly the rate of speed. So here, I'll show you what that means. So that's all the way up. This is slower. So let's see what this thing sounds like. So as of the filming of this video, the G10 seems to be around $449 US. I think I saw for a little less somewhere, or there was a coupon, but it's gonna be close to that range. Now, there are definitely a lot of features built into this unit, right? And at the end of the day, it's really gonna be up to what you're looking for in a wireless guitar unit like this. If you're playing local restaurant gigs, for instance, and you have just one powered monitor to sing through and you want to play acoustic guitar, maybe you don't have a pickup in your acoustic guitar, you could use this and also maybe add a little reverb on the receiver here without doing much work. For other people watching this video, you may only be interested in sound quality or the latency or the range, right? That being said, my time here with the G10 was pretty easy. Everything worked as it was supposed to. It paired quickly like they said it would. It was a one-click setup. Everything worked. I popped it right into the guitar. So as far as ease of use and portability and all that stuff, I had no problem. And because of that, I want this to be more of a sound test so that you can decide if this is the right unit for you to check out. So I hope you got something out of this video and maybe it helped inform your decision if you're looking for this kind of thing. And please subscribe to the channel if you haven't. We need subscribers. Please click the subscribe button. And also like the video if you liked it. Leave a comment or a question if you have one and we'll do our best to answer it. And lastly, thanks for watching and see you next time.